Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. This is Arrow Collins.
That would be me. You want to hang out for about 9 minutes?
Why not? This is Dale Souls. I heard I'd be speaking with you.
Oh, Dale, I have been waiting to share a conversation with you because I love your voice. I love what you've done with your voice, and I just wish more people would just study your art because you are all about the passion and activation.
Well, aren't you kind? Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
In the brand new animated feature on Comedy Central called Digman, I love the idea that archaeologists are now celebrities. It's like, okay, I got to go back to school.
They are the rock stars in this world, yes.
Was that what drew you to the story?
Well, honestly, you know, what drew me to the story was my agent sent an audition for it. And then I saw the script. And that's what drew me to the story. Very, very funny. Digman is the name of it, and it's an adult animated adventure comedy series. That's a mouthful. And it premieres tomorrow night at 10:30 on Comedy Central. So I'm looking forward to it.
What is it like for you to you know, you basically, you're using your voice, but you're so used to being in front of that camera. What's that transition been like?
You know, it really isn't that. The work of preparing for telling the story, whether you're going to be seen or whether you're not going to be seen, if it's just a voice, the preparatory work is very similar. You know, what do I mean? What am I going to say? Why am I saying it? What's funny about it or not? You know, you want all of that in the voice and the history and who is she and blah, blah, blah. Then when you're actually going to do it, of course, there's an adjustment if you're going to be seen as your full human being, or you're going to just conjure what is someone else's picture of what this character is that moves and bring that to life with the voice. So the work that takes place before you do it is maybe even more important than when you do it on stage, because there you have you have a partner in the audience. You know, they respond. And so when they respond, that changes the pace of the piece, and it changes depending upon how they respond, how you're, you know, it's a different sort of back and forth energy. In this, well, you do it, and it's got to be whatever it's going to be. And then that's what it is. You know, It's in time, frozen in time.
With all the actors that are involved in it, which is Daniel Radcliffe, we've got Jane Lynch, Maya Rudolph. Do you get to sit in the same studio, or is it you come in, you drop your tracks, and then you get to have the adventure when it appears on Comedy Central, premiering tomorrow night?
We only get to interact with each other when we see it as that adventure, just like you, the audience, will. Because, you know, some of it was done during COVID, but even when that's not the case, most of this was done, you know, one person at a time in a studio at different places in the country. Yeah.
You got to like that. Modern day technology gives you the opportunity to really pour yourself into that character.
Well, I'm very grateful for the technology, because if it wasn't for the technology for the last 3 years, you know, things would have been even more difficult than they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was very helpful in that way. The cast is amazing. I mean, Andy Samberg is the head archaeologist in this rock star world, but he has taken a huge fall from grace. And so he's like at the bottom of the barrel when we meet him. And I'm his assistant, his faithful assistant, Agatha. And I am described as having 3 attributes. I'm a gambler, I'm a lesbian, and I am a sardonic witch. And in that order, by their light. She loves him, but it's tough love, you know.
You know we're going to be wearing T-shirts with Agatha's picture on it. We have to. There has to be some sort of marketing, because that is the attitude. That comes with energy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the original script, one of the lines was, he's like, I asked him if maybe he should date, you know, and he says, well, what kind of dating? The only kind of dating I do is carbon dating, you know. What about tree ring dating? Anyway, so now I say, Rip, if there's one thing I've learned from all my all-night underground poker games, it's that you've got to learn to play the hand you're dealt. I was playing with Johnny Palomino. Why are you dealing from the bottom of the deck? What's up, Johnny? Why are you dealing me dirty? Miss Agatha, he says, whatever do you mean? That's when you whip out old Nancy, your nickel-plated snub-nosed 38. So, it's like, if you think about the old detective movies, or even Perry Mason, Della,
Yes.
Who handled the phones and the bookings and that person. And then we've got Swooper, who's played by Tim Robinson, and that's he's our transport. If we need, if Rip or me or we travel all over the world, he travels all over the world when he gets work, and he does eventually, get some pretty interesting. We have adventures all over the world. So Swooper is he's going to be driving the helicopter or the truck or the seaplane or the dog sled or whatever the hell it is. And that's Tim Robinson. He's very funny. He's got a big heart, small brain, like that. And Quail Egan is played by Tim Meadows, and he's
Really?
sort of a P.T. Barnum of the museum world.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, congratulations on Digman on Comedy Central, premiering tomorrow night. This is what people are going to be writing about on social media, and they're going to be talking about at work. And you're a part of it, Dale. Congratulations on scoring a major victory like this.
I'm very happy about it. Did I say it followed South Park?
There you go. See, now we know. Now you've given us a mile marker. That's beautiful. See how beautiful you are, Dale?
Yeah, and also it's a terrific slot, I think.
It is. It absolutely is. Please come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you.
Well, that's very. Really, you're. Thank you. This is. I marked down yet. Andrew? No,
it's Arrow.
Arrow. How could I forget that? I just did those. I just did those exercises in my qigong this morning.
You be brilliant today, okay?
All right, darling. Thank you very much.